my name is Sher. Welcome back to my channel. If you've watched my channel over the last little bit, you'll see that I've been doing some little tutorials on some stock snowmen recently, and today I want to show you how to make some sock gnomes. So this is what we're going to be making today, these adorable little sock gnomes. But before I get to that, I also, with the snowman, I also had mentioned that I had made some little sweater vests for these little guys. So I'm going to also show you how I did that using kids' little socks that I got at the Dollar Tree. So this is one of them. This is another one here. How stinking cute are these? So I'm going to just go ahead and show you how to do that. So sit back and enjoy. All right, so here is our little snowman here. Now, if you watch my other tutorial, you'll notice that the ones that I made prior to these were quite a bit fuller, a little fatter, a little plumper, a lot more rice went into these. If you look at one of these other ones that I did, you'll see what I mean. See, they're a lot more plump. And I'm just loving these little socks that I got at the Dollar Tree. I wish I'd have picked up more. The last time I went there, they didn't have any more of these left. So if you guys see these socks with the multicolored, there's a gray one, and then there was also a pink one here, which I haven't done anything with these ones yet, but I can't wait to. Pick these up because look at how adorable these little hats and scarves turned out. And I also just went ahead and I put some of that fluffy wool that I got, and I just kind of tied it around the top here and a little bit around the neck, and that looks really, really cute, I think, too. So that's that little guy. So like I said, for this one, if you're going to make a little sweater, you definitely want them to be not quite so full of rice. You want them to be a little bit more on the skinny side. So these were the socks that I had picked up recently, the kids' Christmas socks. Oh my gosh, look at how cute these are. I've got the owl one, which you can actually get two sweaters out of this one. You can cut it here and you can cut it here. So you can get two little sweaters for your snowman with that one. Then they had a few other different kinds too. These are just the three that I picked up. The little Santa, and then this little penguin is super cute. So that's what I'm going to put on this one. So what I did was I just cut the sock right here at the bottom, and I cut this part off right here as well. And then basically you're just going to slide it right onto your little snowman here. I find it easier if you lay it down and then just stretch your sock and just pull it right up. It's going to be tight. That's the thing with these kid socks, is they're pretty small, but they are so stinking cute. And then you just want to pull it up as far as you can here. Oh, he lost his hat. That's okay. And then you can almost even pull it up right up to his little face here. Then it looks almost like it's got like a little thing right around his neck. How cute is that with the little penguin? And here, I'll just put his hat back on here. And that's all there is to it. There we go. So now your little snowman has a little sweater on. Pretty cute. So I've got that one, and I'll show you how these other ones turned out again too. This little guy, I just love this little owl. This is actually soft and fluffy, this part here. So cute. And then, of course, this little guy here, too. And I just love this stuff around here. I think it really, I don't know, just really makes it. Looks nice and wintry. I think they turned out really cute. So I hope you guys have had a chance to make some of these little snowmen. I know some of you have commented on my last video, which thank you so much for all the positive feedback and everything. I'm just blown away how many people watched Megan and I's tutorial that we did last week. And I even have a couple of you send me pictures of ones that you've made, and I just think it's so much fun. So I'm glad that everybody's enjoyed that, and so happy to hear that you guys are actually making some, and yeah, that's pretty exciting. Awesome. So that's the little snowman. Next we're going to go on to the gnomes. So here we have a couple examples of some gnomes that I've made. They are so stinking cute as well. And I just used, for this one, I used just the regular tube socks here, and I just cut the bottom part off and filled it with rice. And then for this one, I used the nice soft fuzzy socks, which I think are really, really nice as well. So I picked up a pair of these. I think I got these at Dollarama. So same thing, I just cut it right here and filled it with rice. So that's going to be our first step. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to put these little cute little guys together. So the first step is just to cut your sock right about here where the heel kind of starts. You're going to want to just cut that straight across. The only trouble with these fuzzy socks is you're going to get fuzz everywhere. This stuff is really messy to work with. And then what I like to do is just put my sock right inside a cup or something so that when you're putting the rice in, it just makes that job a lot easier. So I'm going to come back and I'll show you after I've got it filled up with rice. So now I've got my little sock all filled up with rice here. Now I don't want to overfill them because then they're a little bit too big and too bulky. So I think about this size is about right. So then what you're going to want to do is just take an elastic band or some string or twine or fishing line or whatever you happen to have, and just kind of tie this off like so. Like I said, this fuzzy socks, it just gets everywhere. Wow, and when you lose your elastic, and it's really hard to find again. Okay, there we go. So now I've got this tied off, and you're going to want to cut this, leave a little bit, but you want to cut some of this off. It's a little bit too bulky. So then you're going to have something that looks like this. The next step is to make a nose. Now you can use a few different things for this. I bought some of those little, I think they're called sockies. They're just these little things that you put on if you're going to wear like a, bare feet inside of like a flat pair of little shoes. So these came, there was 2 in a package. So you got 2 pairs, so 4 of these. And that's what I made my little noses with here. And that actually worked really, really well. So you can get 2 noses out of one of these little guys. And what I used to stuff it with, I mean, you could use tissue or whatever you wanted, toilet paper, Kleenex. I just happened to have some of these little cotton balls. So all I did was I just kind of fluffed them out a little bit. And then stuffed them inside this little thing like this. And then again, I just used a little elastic band, tied that around, and then cut off the extra. Now you can make your nose as big or as little as you want. But yeah, so that's how I made the nose. So that looks kind of like this. So what you're going to want to do, now you can either glue this on with a glue gun or you can tie it on. It's totally up to you. So I find it just as easy as to put it on with a glue gun. So what you're going to want to do is just take your little nose and you're going to actually just glue it right here, just like that. So I've got my glue gun all ready to go here. So I'm just going to put a nice big dab of glue right here. And then you're going to want to push that on there really well. Hold that in place so that it's on there really, really good. Now the next thing I'm going to talk to you a little bit about is the beards. Now I lucked out and I found a big piece of this fake fur, but you can also purchase this at Michael's. I'm sure Fabricland has it. I think Walmart even has it, and it comes in different colors as well. I've seen black, I've seen gray, so I'm just using white because that's what I have. And all I did was I just cut with a very sharp blade, an X-Acto knife blade, and I just cut kind of a V shape here like this. And what you want to do is just make sure you're just cutting just the fabric, because when you turn it over after you've cut it out, if you use scissors, you're gonna lose all this. It'll be straight and it just won't look as full and fluffy. So that's what the little beard is going to look like. So that's actually just going to go right under here, under the nose, like this. So you can start to see your little gnome starting to take shape already. So I just, again, take my glue gun. Make sure your nose is on there really well. The glue's still a little bit soft. So I just take my glue gun and I just put a dab of glue right here. And another dab over on the other side. These are so quick and easy to put together, way easier than the snowman. So there's our little guy's little beard in place now, looking pretty cute. Now the last thing we need to do is just give him a little hat. Now to do that, I've just got a pair of these Christmassy looking socks that I got at the Dollar Tree. So again, I'm going to just cut this right about here, right where the heel starts, right straight across here, like so. And then this is going to be my little hat. But before I put it on him, because we want it to look more gnome-like, I'm going to actually glue just the top part here so that it's, I've seen some people where they actually have taken wire to hold this closed at the back, or you could even put a couple of stitches with some needle and thread, but I'm just going to use my glue gun and I'm just going to put a bead of glue right here, and we're going to just attach this like this, about a couple of inches down, and you just want to give that a little squeeze. And so now when your little hat goes on, it's going to look more like a little gnome hat. Just make sure this glue is set. There we go. Now we get to put our little hat right on our gnome. So you're just going to pull this right over his little head. Of course, you're going to have all these little fuzzies all over. That's okay. Next thing what I like to do is I like to just take some glue on each side here and just kind of tack these down so that they don't come up and the hat doesn't fall off. So you'll just want to add a little glue right here. Give that a little push, and then you're going to do the same thing over on the other side. Just fold that down. And if you really want to, you can also put a little dab right at the back here, just to be on the safe side so this doesn't come undone as well. And then that'll just make sure that your little hat won't fall off. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a little pom-pom. You could put a bell, you could do whatever, or you could just leave it like this. It's cute like that as well. But I'm going to just add this little pom-pom right to the top here. And I'm out of glue. Here we go. All right, so we'll just add this right on here, like so. And there you have it. Get your little hat to stand up. How stinking cute is that? There's your little gnome. They are so adorable. Now you can make your beard as long or as short or as wide as you want. Totally up to you, but I think they're cute just like that. So there you have it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and I would love to see some that you've made. I'd love to hear your comments, and thanks for watching, everybody. Happy gnome making. Bye for now.